Greetings, my dear friends and fellow patriots, and all of you truth seekers out there worldwide. How is everybody in this beautiful early morning hours of the 24th of February in the year of our Lord 2021? That's right. It's Wednesday, friends. It's hump day. You're halfway through that work week, baby. You're on the downside now. So whether you're in your car headed to work or whether you're sitting up in your cubicle with your earbuds in, God bless you. You almost home free. Anyway, friends, it's been a few days. I've been in deep contemplation trying to connect a bunch of dots and sort some things out myself so I don't get on here and make myself into some kind of fool by telling you things that I think are going to occur and then just watching the time passes by with nothing real of any notable significance taking place. But I'm coming on here tonight or this wee hours of the morning to let you know that all is well. All is well. It may not look like it. Biden is tearing this country apart. Old Mitch McConnell, that turncoat, he came out today and said he supports President Biden's open borders policy. And now Biden has announced stimulus checks for all illegal aliens. So hurry up. Get across that border. Get your ass an address so you can get you a stimulus check. Now, Medicare, Biden just came out and said Medicare for all illegals. Illegal aliens have priority when seeking jobs. If you hire an American over an illegal alien, don't you be surprised if the Justice Department doesn't contact you. Now, did you hear that this ERCOT Power, the big power company in Texas, the board members, I guess there were 4 board members, they all resigned today. Every one of them lived outside the great state of Texas. So they all resigned, and they were guilty for all kind of crimes, during this big freeze. But it's all going to get worked out, friends. But listen, I got to take a minute right here at the beginning of this video, and I got to give a shout out to all my viewers out there that sent me an email. And in many cases, you sent me pictures of you and your family. I think of Jennifer, and I think her husband is Brett. And they're from North Carolina. Beautiful family. I've gotten to know them through my YouTubes and that. They listen to some of the things I put out here. God bless y'all. Thank every one of you. There was people like Stephen in Alabama, Lokesha up in Flint, Michigan. I ain't forgot you, girl. I ain't forgot you. Tell me, look, here's what y'all got to do. Everybody that has sent me an email requesting a free bottle of CBD, I need you to go back and look at that email that you sent me and make sure you've included your full mailing address. I've gotten a lot more requests than I ever anticipated, so I'm gonna cut it off right now. If you have not yet sent me an email requesting a bottle of the free CBD oil, don't do it until I open it back up again. I've been a little overwhelmed, and I want to make sure that I get out all the bottles this Friday. My goal is to mail out everything this Friday, to everybody that's requested so far. And I got Maryland and Spokane, Washington, David over in Western Australia, Roy, who shares the same Chinese monkey sign with me. Roy is 64 years old, just like me. We're probably kindred spirits. You got Glenna in Ohio, Dee over in Japan. We got Sherry and Robert from Utah. Steve, I mentioned Jennifer in Norwood, North Carolina. Angie up in Connecticut. I'm telling you, I was overwhelmed by the large number of people who sent me the most amazing emails telling me your stories. Several of you made me cry when I read your story, but I'm going to get a bottle of that CBD to every one of you. But I'm telling you, they're going to go out Friday, but that's why today is Wednesday. So I'm going to give you till midnight tonight to make sure I've got your full mailing address. And then I'm going to get these bottles out. I'm going to dedicate myself to continuing with this project. I tell you what I might do. I had a friend call me the other day and recommend this to me, and I told her, I said, I'm going to run this by my viewers. I'm going to go ahead and put your suggestion on one of these videos and see what people think. Well, now, what I would like to do if I had some help, I don't know if anybody out there would like to volunteer, I'd be more than happy to, let you help out. But what I would like to do is create a website where I could put portions of these emails that people are sending me and just put like their first name and last, and the first initial of their last name, something like that, and maybe where they're from. But create a site like that, and then keep the communication kind of going between myself and them, because I want to start sending out a personal video. I use this program called Co-Video. It's incredible. One of the enigmas in my life is I've been involved in some form of streaming video since 2001. It was October. Yeah, it was October of 2001, 1 month after 9/11, and I got a call from a friend of mine in Vegas, and he said he was going to be starting a video email company called VM Direct, Video Marketing Direct, and that, his name was Richard Call. This is no secret. One of the wealthiest people I've ever known. And, when Richard tells you something, you might want to take a look at it because you might make some money. And I did. But Richard invited me to come out to Vegas and come to the New York, where he was going to launch this video company. And that's what I did. To make a long story short, I was with that company about 4 years. We were pioneers in the streaming video world. And then I transitioned from that company to a company based out of Florida called Talk Fusion. I was with those guys a lot of years, made a bunch of money over there. It was a networking type modality. They had a great compensation plan. But then, they changed their ways. They made it too difficult to do, simple tasks. They didn't listen to people like me out in the field trying to warn them. I said, listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's the worst thing you can do is if you got something that's working in your company, your business, you don't go in the middle of the damn works and change it just to be changing it. But I hear you, Robert, down in Florida. I'm going to make sure you get a bottle. And Veronica, over in Baden-Baden, Germany, you're going to get a bottle too. Sylvia, I'm going to get you a bottle for your mom, and I'm going to try to get you a bottle too. And what about Becky? Oh, yeah, I hear you, Becky. I'm going to get you a bottle. And Jackie, I don't want you to be in pain anymore, Jackie. I'm going to do what I can to get you a bottle. Now, some of y'all got to be a little patient. I got a pretty big box of product here. Here's some of the ones I got right here. There's 5 of them right there. They're going out to 5 of you good people. And, I just believe in what I'm doing. And I'm not looking for anything in return. What I do ask people, when you get that bottle and you use it, or a lot of you wanted product for your son or your granddaughter, your grandson, your mom, your dad, somebody's got cancer. I was going to look for that picture. Wait a minute. You know, in one, I think it might have been in my last video, but I mentioned that I had seen this thing on one of my social media sites. You know, right now I'm on Gab, gab.com. I'm on Brighteon.social. That's an incredible new site created by Mike Adams, the Health Ranger. I support Mike Adams. I buy different products, from his sites because I call Mike Adams the modern day Thomas Jefferson. He puts out a situation report every day, and he's a really smart guy. He don't always get it right, but he tries hard. And he's a very loyal patriot. And again, I think the best way I could describe Mike Adams is a modern day Thomas Jefferson. He's like a jack of all trades. But here's one of the products he makes that I recommend. It's called Clean Corella. He formulates this stuff in his own lab. He makes sure it's GMO free and, vegan. And, Mike has the Midas touch. Everything he touches, turns to gold. But I'm a big supporter of him. Please check him out at healthranger.com. Here's another product I use faithfully. I love this stuff. I discovered this when I was in high school. And I've used it on and off through the years, but now that I've found that Mike sells it and he offers it for a great price, this is 500 microgram tablets of Hawaiian spirulina. Spirulina, I'm not going to get into it, but this is from the Health Ranger Select series. If you see this Health Ranger Select, it's good stuff. All this stuff's good. But anyway, support the Health Ranger. Go to Brighteon, just Brighteon.com was Mike's first platform that he built as a replacement to YouTube. And the way you get to advance, when you start out on Brighteon, you're allowed to post like 20 videos or something. But as your viewership on your video starts to go up, you're allowed to post more videos. Well, I've reached the unlimited level. I can now upload unlimited number of videos onto Brighteon, and that's what I do. This video I'm shooting right now is on YouTube. But immediately after completion, it will be transferred from YouTube over to Brighteon. The platform created by Mike Adams. And I call Brighteon my vault. That's my video vault, because I know if I transfer a YouTube or BitChute or Rumble, wherever the video might be, and I don't have any of those accounts, by the way, not yet. But if I were to transfer them to Brighteon, they're going to be secure. So I look at Brighteon as like my vault. But people that go to Brighteon can view my stuff. So if you want to, for example, if you want to see my Brighteon account, just go to bigskycowboy.com, okay? Just like it sounds, bigskycowboy.com, and that'll take you to my main Brighteon channel. You can subscribe to it if you want to. You can go watch my videos over there. But that thing is starting to get more and more views because, see, I got on Brighteon a year ago Christmas when it was brand new, and we were working through all kind of growing pains, but it's getting better and better, and there's more bandwidth becoming available as more and more people start supporting Mike by going to his channel, healthranger.com, and buying fabulous products. It's all about longevity, living healthier, disease-free, and Mike really knows a lot about that stuff, and you'd be very wise to pay attention to it. And check out his situation report every day. Pretty good stuff, you know what I'm saying? But again, friends, I don't want to make a big deal out of it, but I was really amazed at the number of people who reached out to me and took me up on my offer. I did this several years ago. Some of you may remember. Well, not even several years ago. A year ago, I was doing this. And then, I had a bunch of other stuff coming up. I was working on, doing what I could for the campaign, traveling all over the country, going to Trump rallies, all over the country, literally doing what I could, And I'm not throwing the towel in. And if there's any of you out there that are discouraged by what President Trump said the other day about how he's going to run for 2024, look, there's a very simple explanation to that. He didn't say he wasn't coming back to fulfill his second term that he so rightly won and deserved. He never said that. He has never conceded to Joe Biden. And the reason he said that is it's absolutely true. He is going to run again in 2024 because we've made it very clear to President Trump that we the people are not going to count the first 4 years of his presidency because he was so attacked and so maligned with everything from the Russian interference in the election probe by that freaktard Robert Mueller. Are you kidding me? And then the impeachment attempts, the 15-plus assassination attempts on his life and the life of his family. Are you kidding me? And this whole BS about the U.S. passes 500,000 coronavirus deaths, that is pure BS, friends. There may be 30,000 total. We all know the stories. They're true. They just, labeled every kind of death imaginable as COVID-19. Had Tiger Woods been killed today in that rollover, and he's very lucky to be alive, and he will make a comeback. His surgeons and doctors are saying he's got about a 8 to 10 month recovery ahead of him. He's going to get to know his doctors and nurses very well. He's a professional athlete. He's one of the top celebrities in the world. He will get the very best medical care imaginable. But he is very, very lucky. So let's say a prayer for Tiger that he will heal soon. He is a big fan of Donald Trump. Donald has already reached out and spoken to Tiger and wished him well and said he will be back. They're great friends. But I'm going to tell you, President Trump will be back as well. What you're witnessing with the Biden administration, can you imagine? We haven't even been witness to this for 2 months. Can you imagine 4 years of this? The country could not survive it. The president will be stepping back in the very near future. Now, I'm going to share something with you, and you may think I'm crazy, and it's okay. It would not be the first time that I was accused of being crazy. But the more I think about it, the more I like what this guy, David Zublik from darkoutpost.tv, I like some of the stuff he's saying. Now, in case you don't know what I'm talking about, listen to this. David says that the cabal, the deep state major players, are being taken out one at a time, and that they're being rushed off to Guantanamo Bay, where they're undergoing military tribunals, and many are being sentenced to death for high treason, and that every bit of this is being taped and will be made available to the public in the future. Not to mention there are videos of a very high quality, like our friend Joe M. used to make. There are videos of that quality that are being made for the education and edification of all people on planet Earth that have been so deceived for so many years by the United Nations, the World Health Organization, the Climate Accord, all of the things that Joe Biden is joining and becoming. He just gave $2 million to the WHO. Where is Joe Biden getting this money from? Has anybody stopped to ask that? And, I told you last time, Biden is blaming former law enforcement officers and the military for the growth in white supremacy. And his whole climate change policies have been erasing U.S. energy independence, and it's causing more and more lockdowns and trillions of dollars in natural resources. Friends, have you heard about the massive amount of Saharan desert dust that is heading across the Atlantic? It's going to hit South America, Latin America, and a lot of it could be blown up into the United States. And then it could make its way over to Hawaii. I mean, this is insanity. But look up the Saharan dust from the Sahara Desert. We've got volcanoes going off all around the planet. It's almost like the earth is reacting to the craziness that we're having to, work our way through. Facebook has blocked the entire country of Australia from newsfeed. I don't know what that quabble was about, really, but somebody said that the Australians thought that they should receive money from Facebook for producing such quality news. Well, Facebook said, stick it up your kazoo, and they just started blocking the entire country of Australia. I'm not happy about that because I got a lot of Aussie friends who, watch my videos and listen to my podcast. And God bless you, by the way. If you don't know about my podcast, grab a pen and write this down. It's simple to remember. It's TrueNewsPodcast.com. That's it. I call it Retired Marine. Sounds off. I've got it listed like that, but everybody knows that Retired Marine Sounds Off goes to my YouTube channel, which you're watching right now. And I'd really appreciate it if you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel here. I'd appreciate you do so. And if you click on that little yellow bell, you'll be notified anytime a new video is put out. And I'm going to try to get more consistent with my videos. I've had a lot of positive feedback, people saying they've been missing my videos. And, as I really do, I appreciate every one of you. God bless you. You're the salt of the earth, man. You good folks. I just think about that young family from North Carolina, Jennifer and her husband, Brett, and one boy, 2 girls, beautiful family. She sent me a picture. It's incredible that this technology that we enjoy here in 2021 allows an old guy like me, Grandpa Steve, Uncle Steve. We decided a few years ago, I did a poll, and I asked all my viewers, I said, hey, what name should I take on, here on my YouTube channel? And it was pretty unanimous that everybody said, you are going to be called Uncle Steve. And so that's for you newbies out there or anybody that has not been watching a lot of my videos. I'm known to everybody on here as Uncle Steve. I've been a lot of different things in my life. I've had a lot of titles. And we go through, you're a dad. Well, you're always going to be a dad. But you're I don't know. We go through different chapters of our life. You're a junior high student, you're a high school student, you're enlisted in the Marine Corps, you go to college, you go to Europe on a 2-year Mormon missionary odyssey. You get married in the Mormon temple, you start having kids, you have a career in the military, and then you retire, and then you become a online internet marketer, and you do all these crazy things. And now here you find yourself as a podcaster. I mean, now, look here. See, now I got it mixed up again. I just did a podcast today. Again, please, friends, write this down. TrueNewsPodcast.com. I'm absolutely blown away at how fast that podcast is growing. Many of you watching this video right now, you may have found me a month ago. I'm getting these emails from you. I'm hearing your stories, and God bless you. I love all you too. You guys are sending me the nicest emails, thanking me for my podcast. Hey, Steve, I've stumbled into your podcast a couple weeks ago, and I love what you're doing. I would really like to try a bottle of that CBD oil. Now, again, friends, please honor me on this. Don't request any more CBD from now, which is the 24th, Wednesday, the 24th day of February. I'm going to be ordering a lot more of this product, and I will let you know when it's available once again. Oh, here was what this lady suggested to me, and I wanted to share with you. I forgot about it just now, but we got a few minutes here. I'm only 26 minutes into this podcast. Oh, damn, see, I did it again. Video cast, whatever you want to call it. But anyway, what if I set up a GoFundMe or something like that? And, I have one of you accountants out there step forward to assist me. I don't want to handle any money. I want an accountant that I can trust. So if any of you out there have got history with me, you've been around for a while, let me know by email, marines4trump@gmail.com. Oh, now listen, before I go any further, if you have requested a bottle of CBD, it's imperative that you go back to the email that you sent to me and make sure I've got your entire mailing address. There were a lot of you that didn't send me a damn zip code. You left off your house number. I'm not going to send the damn stuff to a street name. Now, some of you may own the street. It may get to you, but I'm not going to take a chance. If you're in Germany or Australia, anywhere else, make sure I got all your country codes and everything. Now, this is, because of the great number of people that requested the product, this is going to take, all day tomorrow, Thursday. I'm getting up early in the morning, and I'm going to start boxing up all this CBD oil. If you go to the HempWorx site, if you go to 5starquality.com, you can look at the different flavors that are available. It would be great if all of you could email me again. Just start all over again if you want to. Just send me your last email and make sure if you got any additional comments you want to add to it. But make damn sure I got your complete mailing address to include zip code. Attention to detail, my friends. I want to get, and again, let me make it clear. I do not expect anything in return other than if you have a positive experience with the product and you would like to email me back your testimonial about, what you experienced with this, I would be more than happy to take that. And again, with your permission, I would like to start a website where I list, like we could maybe have, let's see, give me a name here. Let's see, let me get a name here. How about Glenna from Ohio? Or Marilyn from Spokane Valley, Washington? Or maybe Amanda or Brandon in Foster City, California. I could pick any one of you wonderful souls and send you a bottle and say, okay, here you go. Take it, you open it up. Understand that you are about to take the purest CBD oil in the world. Yeah, that's right. I can say that. We got the science to back it up. But when you take HempWorx CBD oil, there's things that could happen to your body. And if you experience some of the things that I've heard in my travels around the country, oh my God, you can even smell. We have different flavors. That's what I wanted you to look at. You know, we got a lemon lime, we've got strawberry, we got peppermint, cinnamon, watermelon. Now, I don't have a lot of the different ones, but you could list like 3 of your favorites, and I'll do my best to get you one of your 3. That's fair. But anyway, if you want to reach out again, I'll keep it open until midnight tonight. But I need those mailing addresses because these boxes are going out on Friday. And before I head to the post office on Friday, I'm going to do a video like this and hold up. I'm not going to show you address, but I'm going to hold it up and read your name and where you're located and throw it over in the floor. And just keep doing that, and I'm going to show you that the check's in the mail. The product is on the way to you. When I was doing this a year ago, I was having tremendous excitement generated about it, and I'm going to do my best to do it again. But what if I started a GoFundMe account, and if I said to you, hey, anybody that wants to contribute to Retired Marine Sounds Off and a cause that's bigger than me, I don't want a cent of the money, but I want an accountant to work with me, and I want to purchase more and more bottles of these HempWorx 500s that I can send free of charge all over the world. And see, right now, this is coming out of my own pocket, friends. No, ain't nobody, this is all me. And, I would love, just based on the numbers I saw of people, I would love to have more money coming in so I could buy more product and distribute it to more people worldwide. Think about the good that you would be doing. Join me in that. Anybody that wants to help me set this thing up, as some sort of LLC, I don't know. Let me talk to my accountant about it too. But if you got any ideas, please let me know. But wouldn't you feel good about donating maybe $50 or $20 here and there to my ability to purchase more of this product and get it in the hands of more people for free to see if it has a positive effect on them or one of their friends or loved ones like it has so many thousands before? Friends, I said it before. I've been with this company for 2 years. And I said it in the very beginning. I said, there will come a time when people will look at My Daily Choice HempWorx as a great blessing in the lives of people all over the planet. This thing is starting to catch on now. Everything has a tipping point. The growth of a company nothing can stop an idea whose time has come. And this hemp revolution, the medicinal effects that hemp is having on people worldwide when they use these absolutely pure products. A lot of people are looking for a CBD product, but they don't know where to turn because they don't know who to trust. Well, I'm asking my friends and people out here watching my videos to trust me. Realize that I've been with this company for 2 years. I've seen thousands, literally thousands of people's lives change for the better because of this company. I've said it before, but HempWorx, My Daily Choice, it's like a fine wine. It just keeps getting better and better with age. So when you find yourself in the midst of something like that, like the Schweigel Foundation, Josh and Jenna Schweigel, they have created a foundation where we as members of this company, or anybody that wants to, we can donate like we did recently to the Schweigel Foundation that is reaching out and helping people in Texas that received the bad end of the ice freeze, pipes bursting, heat going out, exorbitant electric bills. Texas got hit pretty damn hard. And when you are part of a company that does what they can to reach out and help people, we got many, many members of My Daily Choice HempWorx that live in Texas. I got tons. I love Texas. Everybody that's ever watched my videos, you know that I have never spoken any kind of ill about the great state, the Lone Star State of Texas. I love Texas. Every time I go to Texas, I meet friends that watch me on YouTubes. I have a positive experience, and I feel very much at home. And I want to reach out to all you HempWorx people down there in Texas that have been part of this Motley Crew HempWorx team for a long time. God bless you. We're praying for you, friend. We're getting money to you in different ways, but we're helping where we can. So hang in there. There's going to be a brighter day. But I can tell you that there was great retaliation against the HARP weather modification geoengineering location in China within the CCP, the Chinese Communist Party. We know that they coerced with the Biden administration, Obama and Hillary and those behind the scenes running the show for Biden. Biden can barely speak his name anymore. He's in the advanced stages of dementia. He tried to talk to a Black History group today via Zoom, and he was like, I mean, it's bad news, man. But, you know, life goes on, and you don't think we would come this far and throw in the towel. Listen, there's no way the United States of America, we the people, the Constitution, could survive 4 years of this crazy Biden stuff. It would be impossible. So I think, the more I think about it, the more convinced I become that David Zublik at darkoutpost.tv, he says that we're taking out the top players one at a time. But before they're sent to Gitmo and executed, they have to have some sort of replacement, a look-alike, a clone of some sort. Because if we just removed everybody at one time, it would be too suspicious. But what if you really could? Now think about it. In this day and age, it's very much possible. You remember the Wild Wild West? When Artemis Gordon would change into all these disguises? You know, the Wild Wild West was much the predecessor to Mission Impossible. The way the Mission Impossible people put on these masks and imitate other people. Do you really think that's science fiction? Do you think that's not capable? We've got a lot of people right now walking around the halls of Congress and Senate that are only imitations of the real person who is either at Guantanamo Bay currently awaiting their military tribunal, or they're already buried and incinerated because they were executed for high treason. You think I'm crazy? Wouldn't that be a brilliant way to start taking them down? And then before long, you would have so few left that the military could just swoop them right up, and then Trump comes rolling back in, and the military turns the reins of the country back over to him, and we the people live happily ever after. Guantanamo Bay, and I have had this confirmed, is busting at the seams. Busting at the seams. It's being overran with more people than we have room to incarcerate. But again, so many of these people are pedophiles, and they're going to receive the ultimate sentence, and that is death, removal from this planet. But so when HARP coordinated with Biden to blast the ionosphere with this high levels of radiation and then bounce it back to the Earth's surface, in such a way that it used. Now, before you want to create a big HAARP-induced storm, you want to blast the entire area in front of the storm with chemtrails. Aluminum, barium, cadmium, arsenic, all sorts of chemicals, heavy metals that all of you out there around the world are breathing in. Why do you think I'm now marketing a heavy metal detox product? Yeah, that's right. UltraPureToxinRemoval.com. Write it down. UltraPureToxinRemoval.com. If you forget that, go to SteveMotley.com and look on my cell phone website, which is one of the coolest things I think on the internet today. It's called the Bump Card. If you haven't seen this thing, you're missing out, man. And many of you could use this to better organize your life. If you have multiple websites, you absolutely, positively, you need a bump card. Go to SteveMotley.com, look for the bump card information, and check it out. You'll be glad you did. You can thank me later. Listen, every now and then, with my experience in online marketing, I've seen the best of the best when it comes to products that works. I've seen the good, the bad, the ugly. I am currently involved with things that are cutting edge. I'm not into snake oil, even though I had one of my friends reach out the other day and he says, hey, what's wrong with snake oil? There's a lot of great uses for snake oil. I imagine there is. I don't know. I'm not going to knock anything. I'm open-minded. I'll listen. I'll learn. You know, your mind has to be like a parachute. It's got to remain open or you'll miss things along the way. I'm an extremely open-minded person. If I wasn't, I would not have discovered so many of the amazing things that I have, to include HempWorx. So my MO here is not to drag people across the goal line or twist people's arms. I am simply a messenger. God has given me great knowledge about a lot of things that can change people's lives for the better. If a person is not in the right frame of mind, if they are not in that place in their life where they're open-minded enough to listen, learn, and research, then hey, it is what it is. If you don't like what I share, or if you don't want any part of it, it doesn't make me upset. You're not going to be my enemy. I love you regardless. Some will, some won't. So what? Next. Listen, as a marketer, your favorite word has to be next. When somebody rejects your offer, that's not the end of the world. That's just one step closer to a yes. I've got a site I use. It's my marketing site, okay? Everybody that joins HempWorx as an affiliate, you can join for free. You get this very sophisticated back office that you log into, and there you'll find your personalized marketing system. All I've used for the past 2 years to build my Motley Crew HempWorx team is those marketing links. It's just a matter of who can get their link in front of the most people the fastest. That's what I did. My first 2 months in this business, when I was the number one recruiter in the world, 2 months in a row, I simply reached out. I was on the phone, I was texting, I was emailing, I was saying, listen, friends, I've stumbled into a damn gold mine here. And I'm looking for a few, just like in the Marines, the few, the proud. I said, I'm looking for a few good men and women that are self-motivated, that would like to make a boatload of money. I'm talking to you right now. Are there people out there right now in this viewership audience that would like to make a lot of money? Now, what if I told you you could not only make money, but you could help a ton of people in the process? That's why I love HempWorx, my daily choice. That's why I have such a large group of loyal followers that use these products faithfully month in and month out. It's because they work. And it's because if I am your direct sponsor, that means you have a lot of people in your downline. You know, we have 8 different ways to make money in this company, but one of them consists of what we call a binary. Every affiliate has a left side and a right side. Well, if you are signed up with me, Steve Motley, as your sponsor, that means that half of your business, if you decide to take this serious and, get up with me and say, Steve, tell me how do I make the money? I'm going to tell you right now how to make the money. You miss every shot you don't take. If you don't get signed up, you're going to miss the damn money. I can guarantee you that. But if you decide to join as an affiliate on my team, well, half of your business is going to be built by me and the other leaders in that leg, whether it's your right leg or your left leg. Now, there's not a lot of leaders out here doing what I'm doing that can make that kind of claim. I don't make any guarantees. I don't promise anything. But I'm saying if I become your direct sponsor, you're either going to fall in my right leg or my left leg. And it just so happens in my business organization, both my left and my right legs are almost equal in volume. Now, that is an ideal situation that very few people can claim or achieve, but I can't. And when one of my legs starts to outpace the other just a little bit, I switch it to the other leg. So all the new people coming in right now are going down one side of my organization. So what does that mean? It means that if you're even contemplating getting started in a home-based business that can make you a damn millionaire, you think I'm blowing smoke? No. There's no ceiling on your income potential with a company like My Daily Choice HempWorx. It just depends on how aggressive you want to be and how motivated you are, okay? But look, I don't want to get off on that tangent, but I want you to know that I have a sponsor. Everybody that has a YouTube channel or a podcast, that you should have at least one sponsor, because the law of large numbers will tell you if you put your true information in front of enough intelligent people, the law of averages says that a certain number of said intelligent people will go do what you said. They will go to endlesspaychecks.com and they will take the free tour. And a certain percentage of those good people will end up joining your team. And then together, if you all get on the same sheet of music, now I told you I've got a HempWorx podcast. Write this down. It's HempWorxWarrior.com. If you type in HempWorxWarrior.com, it's going to take you to my HempWorx podcast. It's very simplistic, but if you're serious about this business, if you're serious about changing the lives of a lot of people, then you need to go there and listen to some of the things that I've had to say. I haven't made a HempWorx podcast in a while, and I think I need to do so. Maybe I can convert this video into one of my podcasts. I don't know. I'm sure it's possible. Wouldn't it be just switching it into a MP3 and then uploading that MP3 to my podcast? That can't be that hard. I wouldn't imagine. But friends, I want to mention one thing to you before I end this video, and that is NASA has launched this rover. We've had this rover by the name of Perseverance land on the surface of Mars. And it's gathering up samples and stuff like that. But one of the other things rover did, it transported this NASA helicopter it's a Mars helicopter called Ingenuity. Now my question is, I've always been told that there's very little atmosphere found on planet Mars, and that the gravity of Mars is about 30% of what's here on Earth. And I've been told that Mars is uninhabitable. But in recent years, I've learned, as have many of you through the Hidden Space program, that we actually have colonies on Mars. And, part of the big reason for the creation of the Space Force was to finally bring the Air Force and the Navy program, which was much bigger, called Solar Warden. It was to bring these two factions together and stop the infighting and further advance the space-based, satellite-based weapon systems, etc. But a lot of this technology has been around for a long time, and now with the creation of the Space Force, we'll start to unleash some of this knowledge that's been hidden from the general public, such as Project Looking Glass. This was a program. It was also called Alice in Wonderland. We know that teleportation is real. There have been many people involved in the teleportation program. If you can handle it, I would recommend everybody go back to 1997. You can go to Netflix or somewhere and watch SG-1, Stargate. That whole series that ran for about 10 years, starting in 1997. If you will faithfully go back and watch some of those programs, you'll be greatly enlightened into a lot of the hidden things of the universe. But again, some will, some won't. But if you're really interested, you can do that. But because the CCP used HAARP geoengineering to create the winter blast, that the goal was to kill literally millions of people, millions of patriots in Texas. But the program kind of backfired on them. But because before the CCP could unleash the second round of Arctic blizzard on the unsuspecting state of Texas, our U.S. Space Force used satellite-based weapons like Thor. I didn't say it was Thor, but like Thor, to completely annihilate the CCP HAARP site that launched the outright direct attack on the United States and Texas. That HAARP site, owned by the CCP, no longer exists. We turned it into a parking lot. Okay? Now, I bet you ain't hearing about that in the mainstream news. But things are happening, friends. Faith precedes a miracle. It's time for everybody to gird up their loins, so to speak, and put on your big boy, big girl pants and join the fight of the winter soldiers. We're maintaining the front line in anticipation that our president, 45, Donald J. Trump, will be joining us shortly. You cannot imagine that the plan that's been in the works for 20 plus years to root out all the demons, to destroy their infrastructure, to drain the swamp, to move the nation's capital from the satanic pit of the earth, D.C., to Texas, St. Angelo, Texas. You don't think it? Okay, we'll see. Keep your mind open. Keep your damn head on a swivel. And you'll realize that there's a lot more to what you are currently witnessing. It's always bigger than you think. And we are in the middle of a transition. The Chinese are, in fact, trying to manage our power grid. We've got traders in our midst. President Trump will be giving the final address Sunday night in Orlando at the CPAC meeting. That's right. Our president's going to come out and talk. And like I said before, don't you worry about him saying he's going to run in 2024. Of course he is, because we're going to give him that option. We're not going to count that first 4 years. But he'll be coming back for his second term, most skosh. That means pretty soon. Because there's no way in hell we as a country could survive this continual onslaught from the demon rats to try to destroy America, and we the patriots who they're now labeling as domestic terrorists. No, we would never make it 4 years. I would predict that there would be a real kinetic civil war, because you can only push people so far. And everybody has their limits. And it would be a shame if it came to that. But I'm anticipating President Trump returning in his glory over the next few days and weeks. But I cannot put a direct timeline on it, nor will I attempt, but I would like to see some action around March 4th. There's a whole lot of reason that could be a big day in the history of the Revolution 2.0. But again, we're going by blind faith here a little bit. But again, if you believe in the plan, no time to give up now. Hang in there. But I believe that there's going to be a brighter day. I think we all are going to participate in it. And I'm just thankful to be here, friends. I'm thankful to be able to create yet another video and let you know that all is well. I can't, there's no way I can even attempt to create in my mind a scenario where President Donald J. Trump does not return to take over the leadership of this new republic from the reins of the military and the FEMA. You know what I'm saying? Again, a lot of people are taking President Trump's words and making more out of it than you need to. He never conceded. He's never said he's not the president now, which he's going to prove to the world very soon that he is. So please, continue to exercise your faith, pray mightily for President Trump's protection and for his ability to return to his seat as the executive of the most powerful country on the face of the earth, the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. God bless you, friend. I really do appreciate you taking the time tonight to click that play button. I hope I've given you something of value. Again, I'm going to be more present here on the videos. Also, I'm going to keep up with the podcasting. 300,000 downloads in 90 days I'm happy. I'm really happy. And I'll be happier as even more people come to the table and recognize retired Marine sounds off and the value that I have to offer to the world through these little short-lived episodes and video casts that I'm doing here on this YouTube channel. All right? Thanks again, friend, for showing up. They say that's half the battle is just showing up. But you did show up and you listened, and now you're going to share this information with others out there that you think might benefit from it. But more importantly, you're going to start sharing with your neighbor and your friends. You're going to start learning from people like myself and other channels, people that have been doing research for a lot of years, trying to help wake people up to the truth. Well, here you are. You've taken the red pill. You've headed down the rabbit hole. Now, I guess the question remains, just how far down that rabbit hole do you want to go? How much truth can you handle? It's like Jack Nicholson in A Few Good Men. You can't handle the truth. Well, can you? Can you handle the truth? Well, I'm a truth seeker. I'm going to do the best I can to deliver some knowledge to you. I'm going to cut through all the BS, try to make some sense out of all this fake news and see what's really going on behind the scenes. But don't you fret none. Our president's preparing to come back, and there will be a brighter day. So hang on. Keep your seatbelt buckled tight. And it's going to continue to be a little rough ride for a while, but we will overcome. All right? God bless you, my friend. I love you. I appreciate you. I look forward to I look forward to talking to you again. Now, just again, if you haven't checked it out yet, go to endlesspaychecks.com, put in your name and your email, and take the tour. No harm, no foul. You never know what you might find. All right. I'll talk to you again real soon. Have a wonderful Wednesday, and know that you're on the downside. Friday's right around the corner. TGIF, baby. All right, I'll talk to you again, friends. Love you. Bye.